Welcome to RaidersTV with Plymouth University. Today the Raiders face the Durham Wildcats. Now, both teams have just come off recent losses. Durham lost to Sheffield, the Raiders lost to the London Lions. The Raiders have played 6 games, won 3. Durham have played 4 games and lost 2. So the Raiders are 6th in the league, Durham are 7th. So it's a mid-season early battle. Let's get straight to the action. The Raiders look to make the most of their home court advantage early and get the jump on the Wildcats. Here we have Ben Eves getting to the hoop, spin move, showing good strength and a nice finish at the basket. The Wildcats though stayed within touching distance with Ginty hitting his tough 3, but then Gabe Haskins has really had a good first quarter for the Raiders. Gets to the basket here, hesitation dribble, little move, and a nice finish off the top of the glass. Gabe Haskins continued his form early, we're getting to the basket here, and a real soft touch off the nice penetration. Here we see it, staying low, and then a nice little flow with a soft touch. And then Gabe Haskins passes it to Pressey, who finishes with a big slam. Here we see a big dunk once again. There we are, Pressey, showing his athleticism for the Raiders. And then Pressey again, getting to the basket. Too easy really on Ralph Bucci there. With a spin move and a little 10-footer. Here we see it, crossing over, using a bit of strength, turn around, nothing but net. And then we have Haskins sizing him up. Double crossover, really broke some ankles there, and a tough finish. Takes the contact and scores. Here we see it again, stays low, double crossover. Strong and nice finish at the hoop. Then Ralph Bucci, he must be near 40 here, hits a 3. I played against Bucci and he's a good player, and here he is again shooting another 3. Second quarter began with the Wildcats trying to get back in the game, and here's Allison there with a nice finish. Allison had a good strong game for the Wildcats. Here we see it, big dunk, showing some hops in the lane. Then we have some good defense for the Raiders, and Bucci staying on the glass gets to the line. I think the Raiders need to mop up those defensive boards there, and Ralph Bucci, only short, dominating the glass. Nailed it free throws as well. But then Trevor Seddy got hot from the outside for the Raiders. Here he hits his 3 ball, and then again in the other corner, gets a good look and nothing but net. Trevor Seddy. And then the Wildcats getting out on the break. Trevor Seddy with great defensive play there. Watching now, that's what you want to see from a defensive player. But then the Wildcats, right at the end of the quarter, scored a basket. Was it before the buzzer, or was it after? I think it was just before. So a good basket there by the Wildcats. Okay, so it's 46-37 right now to the Raiders at halftime. The Raiders are scoring really well. We've got 46 points at halftime, which is always good. But Durham are sticking around. And I think Raiders need to tidy up the defensive rebounds in the second half to really stop Durham from getting to the basket so easily, because they are dangerous and they can score quick, especially if they've got a lot of shooters. Now look, we're at halftime and there's people all around, there's kids shooting hoops. Basketball is not just about the game. The spectacle includes many other things. There's music, there's mascots, and now for Basketball 101, we're going to look at the cheerleaders.
Gotta go, gotta move, and I'm moving now.
We normally take a couple of hours, the coaches and I, putting the routines together before we show the girls.
Got nothing to say. Look at me, I'm rolling.
It'll take us a good hour and a half, 2 hours to teach the routines and perfect it, ready for that week's game. So really, it takes about an hour and a half to do our minute routine.
Over now, it is over now, it is over now.
It's about dancing, it's about making friends, it's about having a good time. I think you've got to have a go.
We're all like a massive family. It's just really exciting, actually being on the court side, dancing and cheering for your team. I really enjoy the performing part and getting out on a massive stage.
Raiders continue to dominate in the third quarter. Here we have Shane Walker getting to the basket off the nice feed from Haskins, getting an easy dunk, and the Raiders getting out on the fast break and Seddy scoring at the basket. Wildcats showing some bad defense there, not getting back in numbers, and Seddy beating them out on the break. And then Gabe Haskins, wide open from downtown, nails that 3. Before Bucci, really the only player of the Wildcats right now creating offense, scores this nice basket off the offensive rebound. And then the Raiders get into the basket, and Sayers, who just came off the bench, there's a nice jump shot there. Really too open, but a nice high arcing shot. For Ginty, always the threat from the outside for the Wildcats, scores that 3 and causes a timeout for the Raiders. But the main man there, Gabe Haskins, gets to the basket far too easy. Really poor defense from the Wildcats. Showed no help defense, and he just carved them up and got to the basket far too easy and an easy basket. Fourth quarter began with Cressy Hirsch doing what he's been doing all season for the Raiders, hitting that 18-foot jump shot off the dribble. Nice play. And then here he is again, coming off the screen, hitting a nice catch and shoot three-pointer. Matt Prezi, really a threat always with the ball. And there he is, getting to the basket, and the alley-oop dunk to Ben Eves. And the Raiders really running right now, winning this game easy, getting some alley-oops, getting some showtime, and just proving too much for the Wildcats, who just didn't have enough. So the Raiders, won easy, always in control of this game, and a good win, really, overall for the Raiders.
We just had to come out and put a professional performance in. Credit to them, they've got a couple of injuries, so I knew they would be feeling a little bit sorry for themselves, and we just had to conduct ourselves in the right manner, get back to running great sets, and at the end of the day, get back to our running game. So that was really good to see. Good reaction by the guys, and like I said, just showing maybe Friday's a little bit of a blip and just get back on the run again, so it's good.
It's a step up from what I was doing last year. I was in EBL Div 1 last year, so I'm just trying to do what I did last year, maybe a little bit more at a high level, so just challenge myself a little bit.
And how are you finding living in Plymouth?
I mean, I haven't seen much of it at the moment, to be honest. We train a lot, but I'm enjoying it. People here, fans are really cool, so I'm enjoying it a lot.
I think at times they're not necessarily listening to the scouting report and the walkthroughs when we're saying chasing off the line for threes, and that's what gets them back in games. That's what they're so good at. Synonymously over the past couple of years, they've had some great shooters, so they kept trying to climb in, and just luckily we had answers. But I don't think that's the way to play basketball, so we've got to be a little bit careful. But it's just nice to know that we're starting to click now, that we can get through a set and see what it looks like.
Do you feel like you're a bit more in shape now as the season's going on?
A lot more shape. First thing we have to do more running. Great trainers we have, the conditioning we're doing every week, practices, stuff like that. So it's kind of helping me on the long run. So.
Robinson, is he out for a while?
Yeah, unfortunately he's got a bit of a calf tear. We won't know the extent of it until tomorrow. We've got to take him down to Midfield Health and have a look. But the physio is pretty convinced it's his calf and a bit of a tear, and I'd say minimum 2 weeks, maximum 5 maybe. So it's a bit of a blow, because he does have that star presence. But we've got a great team.
So 85-73 to the Raiders, easy victory. Raiders really played well today, made up for the loss, big loss of their star player Robinson, but other players stepping up, especially Gabe Haskins. Durham came down, they only had 7 players, they had some injuries, they tried hard, they competed, but the Raiders were just too tough, too much energy off the bench, and really controlled the whole match. So everyone's gone home happy, lots of Raider fans now leaving pavilions. As it's clearing up, people are going home, everyone's happy, another win for the Raider machine. So thanks for watching another RaidersTV with Plymouth University episode, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.